nice to be undercover in a lightning storm. Woo! Well, that was close. I think I'm gonna get wet here. I think I got waterproof boots. I think I can make it without getting completely sprayed. Now this is not a creek, this is the Appalachian Trail. Reese's Fast Break.
Oh yeah. This is what gets you up now.
The Mountain Climber's Delight. Hello. Hi. I'm just kind of getting a look around. Wow. What a neat place. Okay, this one's off the beaten path. Hopefully, got some room here. Well, it was 40 degrees last night, or 42, and my sleeping bag definitely is not warm enough, and I need to get something quick before I die out here. At least some extra clothes or something, because that was not a fun night. I think I slept about an hour or two. Oh well. My blanket's coming in lime, so I gotta hold out till then. That's Cooper Lodge. That's the AT, woo, all the way around. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to take the chairlift. I'm going to walk the chairlift down to this road and over to here and cut off a massive amount of miles. Looks like the road winds around too much, so I'm just taking the direct route right down into the valley below. Definitely a feeling of fall in the air. There's the first little color change right there. I bet you we only have a couple more weeks. It's all going to change. It was 42 degrees last night. We're getting there. Alpine slide, baby. You know I got to take that. this a ladder I see before me? My first ladder. I think it's my first ladder. I don't remember a ladder before this. This is a harbinger of things to come. Got like 10 minutes to get down there, where I hear they've got cokes and pies and all kinds of goodies, and I'm almost dying of hunger. Man, are my dogs barking.
On the edge.
What was your name, ma'am?
Dana.
Dana, this is your place. This is called...
We're on the Edge Farm.
On the Edge Farm. I give it a 10 out of 10. What do you rate this place, On the Edge Farm?
Well, on a scale of, I guess, 1 to 10, it's probably like an 11.
What would you say?
Maybe 11.5. 11.2.
You're just saying that for the camera?
I'd say 9.9. There's always room for improvement.
How about you?
9.5 all day.
Yeah, but it's phenomenal.
10 right here. That's pretty good. That's Olympic judging. Back here is my little hideaway. I've got my dish of ice cream. The best soda I ever had in my entire life. Mango Moonshine. Made by Vermont Sweetwater Bottling. I got my Rugged Mountain Root Beer. Yeah, smoked chicken. Bison summer sausage and a peach. Well, the so-called spiritual phase, I guess, is upon me. I think most of it is just the lack of pressure to hike. I only have to make 10 miles today, actually probably only like 8 or 7, and I have all day to do it. And for the first time, I can just sit here and enjoy the moment and just kind of feel the breeze go by and the trees rustling in the wind. I feel completely mellowed out and serene. Cold sodas? Ice cream? Say no more. Okay, so this is the bear story I didn't hear yet.
Yeah, this is the bear story you haven't heard. So I'm in New York. There's a maintenance building, which is the water source, and the water coming out of the tap is pretty warm. Must be a big tank inside. So I said, oh, I'm gonna take a shower with this. So I go back on the trail a little bit, just around from the parking lot, hang the bag, strip down naked, take my Dr. Bunner's soap out, and well, before I hung it, I was gonna go a little further down away so people wouldn't see me so well. But there was a bear down over the hill. I could see it working with some logs and churning up looking for grubs. So I stayed up where I was. I get all lathered up. I mean, I'm just soaped up, and it's a nice warm afternoon, and feeling nice and clean. Standing there in my Crocs, and that's all. And I rinse my face, and I turn around, and here is a female bear standing on her hind legs, about 15 to 20 feet away, looking at me and with the most amazed eyes. I mean, it was just looking at me like, has he found some kind of new food source or something? Because I'm all foamed up and suds. And I'm looking at the bear and I'm thinking, this is not a good situation. We don't want friendly bears. So I grab my pole and I start screaming bloody murder and charge at the bear. And she drops down all fours and takes off at about 35 miles an hour. So picture me running stark naked through the woods, you know, chasing a female bear, screaming my brains out.
And here comes the Brady Bunch family comes hiking up the trail.
That was a serious concern at that point.
Alice, we brought fried chicken.
Well, I could just see the tourists up there. Hey, Mabel, look at that thru hiker.
What the hell?
Look at that thru hiker. Isn't that amazing? She said, yeah, it must be mating season.
Must be mating season. I was about to say. Of all the AT walking I've done, all 720 miles or so, this pine forest is definitely my favorite. It's so serene. It like pushes you into a meditative state just to walk through it. It's so quiet, peaceful. And it smells good too, which is a bonus.
Trail name Stumblefoot. Been section hiking the Appalachian Trail for the last 15 years. I'll be 66 in October. And what was I going to say? I told you my trail name Stumblefoot. And retired letter carrier from Kalamazoo.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yeah.
So now you're just living the good life,
I am.
hiking and.
I'm having a good time. Yeah.
Productions is 1955.
This, by the way, is I'm expecting little gnomes to come out
Why is that?
and start singing because it looks like a little.
Happy Hill.
Looks like a little Swiss chalet
Yeah, it does.
with little garden gnomes. Oh, I love it, man. I'd like to build one of these and live in there with the garden gnomes. Yeah.
Life is good.
This is medium rare. He's having a Coke and a smile. It makes you feel good. It's so refreshing.
Life is good, Randy.
So you're gonna go into town and have a steak?
You better believe it.
Medium rare?
Every chance I get.
Same here, man. Where are you staying?
We're staying at the Sunset Hotel. That's like 2 miles that way.
You guys splitting?
Yeah.
You got room?
Actually, we've got 2 other guys in with us.
Holy shit, you got 4 in there?
Yeah, but actually, he's talking to walkie-talkie right now.
Yazzie is here. He says he'll split a room with you tonight if you want.
He said he'd leave word, and he didn't.
Yeah.
But hey, 4,800.
So we're gonna be up and down.
Yeah, but see here now once you get to Lincoln and that at Franconia Notch, then you go up to 3,800, then 4,800, then 5,000, then 5,200, 3,800, 44,
So you're staying pretty well up on that
yeah,
ridge at that point.
you're up there for a long way. You go over Mount Diet and Z-Cliff and Zealand Falls. And
Where is this?
up in the west. You know, I was telling him, okay, when you get to Franconia Notch, you're at 1450.
But you're up on a ridge at that point. I mean, you are going up and down, but you're not going up. You're not going 3,000 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only
And that's
thing
all the
that's
way
bad
to
is if
Crawford.
bad weather sets in, you gotta
Yeah.
go down.
And that's all the way to or you hunker down, one of the two.
Yeah.
And that's all the way to Crawford Notch, and that goes down to 1277.
Alright. I like look down in these mountains because
you know, Rockies, I lived at 10,000
Oh yeah,
feet.
yeah,
And
10,
it's
14,
like,
12.
oh, those ones on the East Coast, I would never even ski out here.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
yeah.
oh, yawn.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, doing them, it's like, whoa.
Walking up them is a little different with
It's
a,
a-
you know,
oh, it's a lot
35, 40
different.
pound pack.
So.
$100 says it's empty. Why do you do that to me? Freaking tease. It's about 7:20. It's 60 degrees. The barometer is falling. The skies are overcast. The wind is picking up. And I have about a half a mile left to get to the shelter. This is not a terribly safe situation. If it rains, it's going to be a cold rain. And all I'm wearing right now is a t-shirt. I trust I'll get my hammock set up before it really starts to pour. It's August 26th, but there is definitely a taste of fall in the air. It was about 50 degrees last night. Ooh, that's quite a drop off. Yikes. Oh, you're a southbounder. What's the weather been like?
Weather in Maine has been absolutely prodigiously wet. Basically from the moment of got to Katahdin, beautiful day. They said it's the best day to summit. I get up to the top, clouds start rolling in. Say, okay, great, can't do knife's edge, go down hunt. And had a bad experience on hunt. Had a full pack on. Get down from hunt and starts opening up.
So it was sunny until you got there?
Pretty much. I had to say.
So you're the cause?
I am the cause of Maine southbounders' destruction and some northbounders' destruction.
Well, I've just left the hiker welcome hostel. I'm back at the AT, and I'm ready to go hit the White Mountains. And I'm a little nervous about it because the Whites are a pain in the butt. They're very steep and very difficult. And where the heck is the AT anyway? My first climb is going to be like 3,000, 4,000 feet, which is Mount Moosilauke, something like that. So I'm a little nervous about it, but it's only hard till it's done. And now I have less than 400 miles to go. I'm feeling good about that. So, beautiful day, almost hot, very sunny as you can see, and here we go, final push on the Katahdin. Well, I've come 500 yards, and now it's this. Reminds me of Georgia. But I always have the hardest time for the first 5 miles. I get my second wind, and then I can make miles. Jeepers. Whites are gonna kill my knees. The uphill wasn't so bad. It was the downhill that's doing a number on me now. Ow, ow, ow. Hooray, I made it down. Damn near killed me. I don't like going down. Down's no fun. First big mountain in the Whites out of the way. Only, whatever, a dozen presidents to come. We'll see. This is day 2 in the Whites. Just come over the first 2,500 foot hump. Today hopefully isn't as bad as yesterday was. My pack is only 10 pounds today, so I'm doing a little bit of a slack pack. But even so, in these mountains, even with 10 pounds, 14 miles is quite a day's work.
All right, what are you going to order tonight?
Oh my God, a Big Mac, a quarter pounder, at least 3 shakes.
Do you think it would be wrong to order 2 value meals?
Well, you just did 16 miles, man. No, I don't think so.
Don't think so. I think I might.
Together.
So you taking a 0 today too?
Yeah, I'm gonna 0 today. They said it would be stupid to go up on the mountain blind and in bad weather.
Yeah, it's stupid enough to go up there if you can see in bad weather.
So, what are you doing?
Yeah, I gotta get some food. I'm starving. I had 2 beers for breakfast.
I looked for you this morning, and we just went down to the W, the Mr. W's place for breakfast.
Oh, I wasn't. I was not available. I was doing my laundry. I was in a towel.
My name's Bear. I've been hiking for almost 5 months. Started on April 18th at Springer Mountain in Georgia, and we are now in Lincoln, New Hampshire. So we only have about 300 miles to go, maybe a little less. I'm hoping I can make it. I injured my knee recently, but it's feeling better, and we're gonna head back up to Washington and keep going.
We just finished hiking Moose Lock, and we were coming down. We were just sitting on the ground. It'd been a hard hike, and our knees hurt from coming down, and we weren't even really trying to hitchhike. And this limo just pulled up. He's like, "Are you guys seriously trying to get to Lincoln?" And we're like, "Yeah." "Are you seriously gonna give us a ride to the hostel?" And he was like, "Yeah."
Okay,
We've never done this before, but hop on in.
Let me get this straight.
you hiked down Moose Lock. I hiked down the same mountain. I was about ready to die.
Right.
And I had to pitch camp. You got picked up by a limousine.
Yeah, me and the other 3 people we were hiking with.
Oh, nice.
He plays like me. The reason I originally got into this whole thing is kind of what you're doing right now, only it was turned around. There's a PBS special a number of years ago where some through hikers carried a camera and kept a personal journal. Yeah,
inspired me. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, and that's, you know, it inspired me, and that's how I got into this originally.
Mount Moose Lock was my last mountain. And I did it over the course of 2 years. So last year I did West Virginia to Maine, and then this year I did Georgia to West Virginia, and I went back up for Long Trail Festival because I missed a small section last summer. So Mount Moose Lock was my last mountain.
So you've done everything.
Yeah.
You're totally done.
It's exciting.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, that is so cool.
Stuck in Lincoln, and I love it here. So I've yet to catch a bus back yet.
It's Labor Day weekend and I am on the bridle trail. Lots of day hikers. I look completely insane to these people because they are still got their heads in the factory and it's 2 o'clock. So they're in a hurry to get home this Sunday. Back to the grind, back to their cubicle. And definitely can tell a certain mentality is kind of amusing. A little bit of a strong wind here. A little chilly. But I seem to be making out okay. Wow, what a spectacular sunset. There's a pond down there, which is also spectacular. I wish I could see it right now. Be a heck of a sunset. I'm too lazy to walk down there. It's probably about a quarter mile. So I'm just gonna call it a night.
And if you don't know where to go, don't worry, my friend. If you don't know what to do, listen to the creek, and if you listen very close, you hear
awesome. Best part of the entire Appalachian Trail for sure. Look at this view. Yeah! I feel kind of sorry for the southbounders because they're going to come through all this wonderful crap, and then they've got 1,800 miles of pure drudgery and doldrums, and I think depression. I know I would be depressed if I had to go south. And cold. Oh, no thank you. I'll take it this way. Anytime. This is one of the most hypnotically beautiful and peaceful days I've had on the trail. I am just so completely in a zone right now with the sun coming through and lighting up all this green. Oh man, this is beautiful. This is what I came for. What's the technical name for your job?
Oh, I'm a hut crew.
Hut crew, cool. How many?
Municipal hut.
I just met the other guy.
Oh, you met Taylor.
How many pounds are you carrying right now?
Not that much. I'm just carrying out the recyclables and trash.
Uh-huh.
So it's probably like, I'm in like 30, 40 right now.
How long are you working up there?
Till the end of October.
Does that make how many months total?
I actually just started a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
So 2 months total.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How is that?
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome.
Yeah, I'll bet.
So, yeah.
And what do you do up there?
Well, I'm actually the naturalist, so in addition to kind of the hut stuff that we do, I lead a program every night about some kind of thing up there. We did one on an alpine bog the other day, sometimes talk about fur waves, geology, weather, stuff like that. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
How many thru hikers have you seen?
Quite a few actually. Probably the past couple weeks. Oh, probably like 25, 30.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot come through. So.
Seems to be a bubble right now.
Oh yeah.
pits. Smells like diesel fuel. And it's just dank, cold. Oh well, what can you do?
Look the stage!
And sunny. Not a bad day.
I'm not sure I can do this.
I'd like a whiskey, please.
About 150 years too late.
Oh, well, I'll have to go back in my time machine. Oh,
yeah,
wow.
It was a hotel back in 1853.
Oh, how many people came in a year?
Well, the year was only July and August, basically, back then.
So just a couple hundred, maybe?
Yeah.
Came up
And, well, actually, they did more, because the restaurant was a busy part, and it served about 40 people a day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's pretty cool. This is the trail, which is as bad or worse than anything ever seen in Pennsylvania. But somehow I just don't seem to mind as much. Tough going. I think I've made less than a mile in an hour so far. Hopefully when I get to the bottom it'll go faster. Finally the trail's getting a little easier. That was some of the hardest going, if not the hardest going, I've done on the entire trail. Coming down that mountain. Coming down Mount Washington. That wasn't the easy way. And I'd hardly call it a shortcut. Well, it was, but it wasn't an easy shortcut. Well, shucks, I could have just gone up top. Oh well. Okay, this looks fun. Hardly a trail, but I'm not complaining. Took a wrong turn, gotta go back. This happens sometimes, and you know what? You just gotta maintain a positive attitude. Well, according to the map, I'm supposed to cross right here at the power station, but it's an old map, and it says, for your safety, this facility is closed to the public. Ach, scheiße, now what? And so back down the road I go for the third time. I'm going to cross at the bridge up at the other point and then try to bushwhack my way back half a mile to where the trail's supposed to be. Interesting going. Luckily it's lowlands, September 5th, and I'm on Mount Hayes, just outside of Gorham. heading for Maine. I'll be there tomorrow. And finally the last state down in this long journey. Here I am at mile 1994 or thereabouts. I'm at a campground. I'll be going into Maine tomorrow. And that feels pretty good. Everything's just kind of flowing now. I don't feel any pressure to get there. All I have to do is 8 or 9 miles a day. I'm just kind of lollygagging and enjoying the view and the scenery. Eating a lot of kielbasa and cheese, enjoying that. And pure water when I can get it. Not thinking much about anything. Just kind of being. Okay, finally I found the trail. Must have rerouted because it's going behind the shelter now. Again, I've got 30 miles to make in 2.5 days because I only have 6 more meals, which is two solid days in the morning of no food. And so I got to make 10 more today, 15 tomorrow, and then 5 in the town. That's 15 for today, 15 tomorrow. Normally that would be really easy, except that these mountains are kicking my butt. Probably like a mile or 2 from the New Hampshire Maine border. And I'm tired, but gotta keep going. Maine is gonna make me want to quit, I got a feeling, but I'm not going to. Just gotta keep on keeping on. Thanks, Maine Mountain Club. Thanks for making it difficult. Tee-hee, we have the hardest trail in the whole section. Crap. The way life should be. It's not the way the Appalachian Trail should be. Today is Mahusik Notch Day. It rained all night, it's cold and pissy, and for the first time in a long time I really don't want to hike. But it's got to be done. Got to get the Katahdin. Right at the edge of too cold. The alternative is to put on a windbreaker and then sweat. I'd rather be just a little chilled than too hot. the key to the whole thing is the hat. Put on the hat, it's the most valuable piece of clothing I have. I've had it the whole time. It's come in very handy. It regulates temperature right in between jacket and t-shirt. And I love it! Thought I was joking! It's cold! Quick, quick! Back into the trees! I don't know if you can really appreciate how precarious this climb down is. It's all water, wet, slippery. And it just dawned on me that if I were to slip and fall, I'd probably tumble down and break my neck. Well, I did get my windbreaker on, as you can see. Finally really did get too cold to be in a t-shirt. I'll be at the shelter soon, and then I'm gonna have some lunch. This is more like a tanglefoot than anything else. I don't know if I'm just, well, the heck with it. There goes my hiking poles. Now it's just me and the cameraman. I'm gonna end up going on this on my butt. Well, here it is. The dreaded, the famous, the infamous Mahoosuc Notch. Bum, bum, bum. Mahoosuc Notch is a trench inside of which a bunch of rocks fell. Okay, I think I'm at the beginning of it here. Oh, I think this is gonna suck. Most people take 3 hours to get through, and it's 3:30 now, so it'll be getting close to dark by the time I'm done. Here's one of those spots where you probably have to take your pack off because the space is too small for the two of us. Christ. So that's what I gotta do. One more yard gained. Well, it's only been an hour and a half and the rocks are getting smaller. I just wonder if that really means it's over. I'm gonna get my hiking poles back out. Just when you think it's done, Mahoosuc is done, there's this 5-4 rock climb up here, and I'm hungry and I don't have enough food to eat until I get up top. So it's a challenge. So Mike is the caretaker of this shelter, and do you have any duties that you have to perform?
I do trail work. I have to clean out the privy and whatnot every now and then. So I do almost half the work I do involves the privy. So.
Yazzie. Oh, okay. Yazzie.
00, how do you feel?
Oh, I feel good. We're going to town.
What does that mean to you?
It means I get a Coke.
How do you feel?
Oh my God, it looks like a bum standing.
I feel pretty tired after 1,900 miles.
Do you feel like a bum?
I do. I do.
Well, I don't mean to. I was hoping you'd say no, I feel great, but well, I look like a bum too.
Okay.
See, that's me. That's you.
I'm a bum.
Okay. So what's the hiker hobble look like after you get out of the car?
That's going to go. By the way, don't ever get near that bag. Very scary.
It just stinks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll see. We'll see if we have a big ass side loader if you want.
Yes, we have a tower of garbage.
And it's leaning. This is the shuttle to Walmart and the Chinese buffet. Now you know they're gonna kick us out of here, out of the Chinese buffet.
The Chinese sign out there says no through hikers.
Oh, well then just disguise yourself as something else. So how did you get so good at hiking blind?
Number one, went blind, so I was forced to. It's been a long process of trial and error.
So starting out, was it hard?
Starting out was excruciatingly slow and painful. I literally had people tapping on every single rock and root. But after a while, I started adapting and listening to people's footsteps. And then as the miles piled up, it gets easier and easier.
Not a bad day. It's just from here on in, I don't have much time to take a 0 day. I have to pretty much hike 10 miles a day every day, and because of that, because of the steep uphills, 2,000, 2,500 foot climbs, and just inhospitable, difficult terrain with root masses and boulders, I'm slowly starting to get kind of worn out. I have 3 more weeks to go. Which should be, normally would not be much of an issue at all, but 3 weeks in Maine is really going to wear me down. I can see it coming, but well, whatever it takes, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, here's my story from the Shenandoahs. I'm with Tail Gunner and Razor, and we're walking along the trail under one of those scenic overlooks, where it's like 50 feet down,
Straight down.
and we hear this probably like a 12-year-old girl. She's like, "Mommy, mommy, come here!" And we're looking up, and she's like, "Mommy, look, they're hikers!" And we're like standing there going, "Oh, this is classic." And then Mom yells out, yells out to her husband, "Come here, bring the camera!" And they're standing there, they're leaning over, like, "Do you mind if we take your picture?" We're like, "Okay, yeah, fine." So we're standing there looking up 50 feet so these people that are like car running through can take our picture. Yeah.
I'm carrying 45 pounds today. Oh well, at least it's not an airborne ranger. Well, here we are for the last days in our hike, 14th of September. Morale is at an all-time low. My left foot's swollen. My man here, 00, has lost his credit card, and he's in about the lowest mood he can be in, understandably so. We got 5 miles to go. And this is the flattest part of Maine, and it is, as you can see, total roots,